are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from FedEx Field. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To the play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Second down, Hal back to pass. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing here, Howell. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 11 now. Howell. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, That's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
46.
Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the feet.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it off. Loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Howell now to throw it. He's got Gibson on the out route. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Off play action. It's Howell. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the 2nd quarter. And to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs. And that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
Garabay's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 42. Straight ahead, Gibson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Once more, Gibson. And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 15 yards to pick up. First down, Washington. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Handoff running left is Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And Howell will throw it. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Howell on the QB sneak. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Gibson again. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Thomas has got it. Complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a first down following a gain of 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys! And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll go play action. Howell. And this is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Okay, ready?
Fourth down, Howell. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the wall.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you are familiar without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Elliott, well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Cowboys 19, Commanders 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Powell to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here's Howell. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's got some... Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter.